What's up guys, and welcome to an update video for the channel concerning, Sun and Moon. Since it's coming out in a few weeks time, I figured now was the best time to talk about what I'll be doing on the channel for the games when they release, because I don't really want to do it when the games are released, because of course you'll be busy playing the games. So as well as that, I didn't really have any ideas for videos, and yeah, so that's the reason why we're doing this. So we're going to go over what I am planning to do once the game's release in terms of the first week or two, then the first month, and then onwards into the future. So before we start about that, we have to think about what's happening before the games, because obviously pre-release, before the game's actually released, there will be leaks about on the internet, a couple of copies of the game possibly leaking early, especially if one of them is leaked on mine, as in a version of it, because of course 3DSs have been basically hacked, so we can anyone with a cracked 3DS can download the Sun and Moon whenever it's put online. So that will maybe be like a week before release, but basically the week leading up to release, I'll be doing leak coverage on the games. Obviously we know a lot of stuff, so there won't be any oh my god new Pokemon, or oh my god look at this. It'll be more of wow, this is interesting. It won't be anything huge, but it'll be bits and pieces here and there and piecing together the story basically. So then on release, so we'll be carrying on that, so covering the plot really, so talking about what actually happens in the game, maybe do a video or two on the overall game plot for those of you that aren't necessarily bothered about playing the whole game for yourself, or aren't getting the games for a while and you want to know, and I'll do a video talking about that sort of thing. And then obviously I also do little videos on highlighting events in the game. So for example, there might be a special event where you can get like a Pokemon, it's like a hidden event, possibly one or two like that, and I'll do some coverage on that if there are any secrets in the game, i.e. we've heard about a rusting grass thing, so maybe do a video on that sort of thing. As well as this, there'll also be preliminary speculation, so if we hear that Ultra Beasts are I don't know, related to people because they are merged, something like that, we can then speculate on further games and stuff like that. Especially if there are a lot of Sinnoh hints, we can speculate about a TheOneIntegral remake, of course, coming soon. And then leading on out, sort of after the first week or so of the game's release, I will have the game coverage in general, so I'll be working and cracking down on doing that. I am hoping, it was my intention to do a series of shiny hunting guides, so talking about shinies in general for those of the people that necessarily maybe haven't done it before, as well as then moving on to looking at all the different methods to get shinies in Pokemon Sun and Moon. So of course there'll be just random encounters, there'll be a pseudo method, we might see some stuff return, who knows, if there's a friend safari that might be one, but we also might see a new method like the Dex Nav, but we'll see as we get there, I suppose. And then obviously as well as that, maybe do little guides on stuff like time-based events, so maybe like that would be one huge guide. So obviously Sun and Moon being different in terms of time, I think there'll be a lot of time-based events, things going on, so maybe you can get one berry a day sort of thing, and I might just do a whole collection of those, so you can say every week exactly what you have to do basically. So there's stuff like that, as well as that, carrying on the speculation, just being a bit more in-depth this time, so instead of having to do stuff quickly and off the cuff, we have the whole game to look at, so speculation can be a bit more in-depth there. And then we move on to a point where the games have been out for a few weeks and sort of everything's settled down, there's no huge hype, people are just playing the game and maybe discovering one or two extra things here. And we move on to a gameplay series. Now, a majority of your favourite YouTubers out there, or favourite PokeTubers, will be doing Let's Play series, or Nuzlocke or whatever else. I myself don't have any solid plans on doing that, mostly because, one, when I've done it in the past, it's not been a huge success. My channel is not necessarily known for Let's Plays. Obviously, I have fun doing it, people have fun watching it, but it's just not a priority, I suppose, for me. As well as that, now, I'm in a full-time job, whereas previously I've been at university or something else, which means I've got less time. I basically get home from work about 4:30, 4:45 every night, so I've got a few hours then to record. But of course, Let's Play series is half-an-hour episodes, so if I was trying to do it every other day, I'd have to probably record once every, it would be extra work for me and a lot to pile on. I might do it if there is support for it, so of course if you guys want to see a Let's Play series, do let me know down below. It wouldn't be my first time playing through the games, because I'm planning on doing that myself. I found when I did X and Y, I stayed up and did like a proper Let's Play myself for my first X and Y thing. I just didn't enjoy it. I wanted to experience the games myself. So that's what I did for Oras. I'll be doing the same here. But that leads on, leaves me open to the possibility of a Nuzlocke, because of course if I'm doing a normal Let's Play myself, that means I can do a Nuzlocke. So of course, if you guys want to see that, do let me know down below. Or the other possibility is a walkthrough. So once we know a lot about the game, I can do a proper walkthrough. So as I play for the game, talk about different areas, what Pokemon are available, stuff like that. So if that's something you'd be more interested in seeing, do let me know down below. But then we move on away from sort of generic open areas to more specific series that I have already established and we can talk about doing after Sun and Moon release. First of those is Pokémon Origins, my namesake I guess you could say. So what I'm going to be doing is Pokémon Origins will of course return. I have been doing some videos in the lead up to Sun and Moon, not recently as much, but obviously I'll be doing so when the game's released because I'll have all the new Pokémon together. First thing I'll be doing now is hopefully in like a week or maybe in a few days of the official release of the games will be a quick fire Generation 7 Origins. So basically going over the whole Generation 7 decks, all of the new Pokemon, possibly the Ultra Beasts as well, and of course the Illumin forms, talking about what the inspiration for each of those is, and maybe their names. I'm not too sure if I'll do the names or not, but basically a quick fire Origins for Generation 7. So if you've always been wanting to know what every single new Pokemon is based off of, that'll be a video to watch. But as well as that, I'll also then be moving on to do weekly Generation 7 Origins videos, so that's the more in-depth ones covering probably every single Generation 7 Pokemon, starting with the starters and moving down, just talking more in depth about where their inspirations come from and obviously their names more specifically them. So that'll be that weekly, hopefully, maybe bi-weekly to start off as well, who knows exactly, depends how much support there is, but of course I look forward to that. And then we have my other established series, and that of course is Datadex. If you recent to the channel or just didn't see Datadex, it was a series I did on Lumio Station, which was a collaboration channel, sort of died a while back, but I did Datadex there. I had about 90 episodes on there because it was basically weekly for almost 2 years, but the channel died, so I shifted it over to here to finish off, got to 100 episodes, ended off there, but of course I'm picking it back up for Sun and Moon. Weekly episodes, again maybe bi-weekly as well, depends on the support, similar to Origins, and I'll be focusing mainly with Generation 7 Pokemon as well as the Alolan forms, so talking about, once we know the movesets and stuff like that, talking about what new Generation 7 Pokemon might be particularly competitively viable, if there's any cool abilities and such, and there's obviously the same thing with Alolan forms. If you have an Ice-type Ninetales, how is that better than a Fire-type Ninetales, for example? So that's what we're doing then, so hopefully you guys will enjoy that. That'll be my main sort of weekly stuff. I'll actually have, some stuff to look forward to, stuff that's happening weekly. So maybe Origins on like a Saturday, Datadex on a Wednesday, sort of thing, and I'll carry on for however long I decide to carry it on for. And then the other thing I want to talk about is a series or topic I hope to get into, and that is shiny hunting. I've already spoken about doing shiny hunting guides for Sun and Moon, but I hope myself to do some shiny hunting streams possibly. Again, I'm working full time, so it really depends on how much I can stream, I suppose. I mean, I can try to stream for an hour or two a night. However, being in the UK means it's not exactly syncing up brilliantly with people in the US to watch because they're at school and obviously work and such. But it really depends. Obviously streaming on the weekends is another possibility there, and of course my internet is not great, so I can't really stream to a high quality, but we can see how it goes, possibly streaming there. But I would like to do some coverage, even if I'm not streaming, I'd hope to shiny hunt myself and maybe do some reaction videos, because I don't react, but coverage videos of I found this shiny, and stuff like that. Maybe I'll do like a shiny quest for the Alola region where you go through each area and catch a shiny Pokemon for that. So hopefully we'll see something like that. If you'd be interested in seeing shiny hunting, of course, streams or just videos on it in general, do let me know down below, because it's something I'm really interested to get into personally, and of course for the channel as well. But that's everything I have to talk about for this update video. But if you guys have any other ideas, I suppose, or requests, I know the ideas are my idea, but if you've got any sort of ideas what you'd like to see me to do, so say you've always wanted to have have someone make a series on this sort of thing for a new game, so you can follow that. Let me know if you've got any ideas down below, because I'm not the most creative person, so if you guys have any cool ideas, I might end up picking those up and doing some fully fledged series and videos on them. So let me know if you have any requests at all, and also let me know what you think of what's to come, I suppose. But this is going to be it for me for today, so if you enjoyed the update and if you're looking forward to all the Sun and Moon coverage, let me know with a like button. Let me know by hitting the like button and dropping a comment down below. But for now, this is going to be it for today, so I shall be seeing you next time. Thank you for watching. Goodbye, my friends.